And you know, on LIV, we chase the sun, so it's 150 degrees everywhere we go.
And who rings him? Jon Rahm.
Oh, Bones is on your Christmas card.
Yeah, but Buzz has got some nice bottles of wine.
Ouch.
Oh, that hurt.
Killed it.
Adam, thanks for coming along, mate. Night in Uncut. Adam Hayes, caddy for Jon Rahm. You and I go back a long way, Adam.
Long way.
Back on the PGA Tour, I would say, what, early 90s?
Late 90s. Yeah, I started in 99 was my first year.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Ari Song, I remember you caddy for Ari Song.
Ari Song was beginning of 2004.
Right.
So I was out there that was basically my fourth year.
Yeah.
The ladies tour and
then the story goes, and you can confirm it.
yes.
Because I left to go and caddy for Pulse in, I think, end of 06. And you would have still been on the ladies tour.
No, I went to the Vaughn Taylor in 2004. So Ari's dad fired me.
That's right. But yeah, I remember that.
There's got some good stories about that too. So we get.
Did you caddy at the Ryder Cup in 06?
In 06, Ryder Cup, yeah.
You did?
At K Club, Lashing.
With Vaughn Taylor?
With Vaughn Taylor.
Right.
Yep.
So then you went with Russell Henley, was it?
And then I went Jonathan Bird for about 4 years.
But then I remember, and the point I'm making
Russell
is you quit. Or you got, I don't know whether you got fired or whatever, but you were leaving, and I remember having a conversation where you said, I've had enough, man. I'm going to take this job. I've got this job at home, and you know, it's been fun. I've caddied for a few years, and that's me done.
We've all been there and done that, haven't we?
Yeah, I know. So off he goes. He's going to take this job, and who rings him? Jon Rahm.
You're sat at home and you just give it that one.
Well, no,
how did that come about then?
Well, it weren't really like that at the time. Jon Rahm was just a great an amateur.
Great college player.
No one was to know what he's going to.
The story with Jon Rahm is this. I was caddying for Russell Henley, who's a great player. Yeah. Enjoyed Russell, went to his wedding, friends, and made a nice living. He won tournaments. It was great. And Bones was caddying for Phil at the time, and John was represented by the same company. At the time, Lagardère, now Sport 5. And Bones was in charge of finding somebody who would be a good fit. And he asked me, he said, hey, would you have any interest? And I had just earlier in the year, John played really well at the Phoenix Open. Everybody knew who he was, good amateur, turning pro. And I said, yeah, I mean, of course I'd be interested. But
so I'd like to say, Bones is on your Christmas card.
Yeah, Bones has got some nice bottles of wine, some gift certificates for some nice restaurants in the Phoenix area. But no, and so he, John didn't have his card yet. He was going to play on sponsors' invites through the summer. Russell was having a great year. Was going to probably make tour championship, and you know, I just said, hey, listen, I'm going to finish the year. If John still needs somebody at the end of the year, then we'll cross that bridge when we get there. And sure enough, he had a buddy caddy for him for 5 or 6 tournaments. He earned his card, and they called me after we actually ended up not making the tour championship that year, and they called me and said, hey, John would love to meet you and just see if it'd be a fit. And it's been 8 years later. It's been all right.
It's worked out.
But I need to ask you a question. I think we had dinner in Windsor a couple of years back, just as this LIV was kicking off. And if you remember, I'd asked you a couple of times, is he going? And you said, well, you know, he cares a lot about the history of the game. So that must have been a massive decision for him to switch.
Yeah, it was. It's obviously been very well documented. But he, you know, there was some things John wanted to do, I think, in golf, being a European. And, you know, the PGA Tour gave him a great platform to get to where he was. But he felt like LIV was going to give him a better platform globally.
Globally, yeah.
And
I can see that.
In Spain, to leave Spain a better place. John's always said he wanted to leave Spanish golf better than the way he found it. Yeah. And obviously Seve, you know, and these guys, and Sergio, they've all done amazing things for Spanish golf. And John just really loves his country and loves Europe. And he felt like it was the best platform.
He's not far from Jose Maria either, is he?
Yeah.
Same sort of.
Yeah, same
Northern,
area.
Bilbao, or whatever.
And I believe Seve's from up that way too.
Santander, yeah.
Actually, brings me to another question that came up yesterday. I forget who we were talking to. Probably just us actually. When Billy said that. It was some viewer questions that we'd got, and one of them was, would you would you work, if you were European, would you work for an American in the Ryder Cup or President's Cup and vice versa? Right. So me and Billy differed on it. Billy said I would have to say...
I said I'd never do it.
Right.
He said I'd never do that.
You obviously do it, but, I could never do it.
And I said...
Because I've done that many Ryder Cups, it's like, it's inbred in me, like, no, America's the devil.
Yeah, I understand,
I'm not pointing it out there.
But I said I would do it. I said, you work for the guy. And if the guy says you're the man for me and you've done 2 years together and you qualify for the... But must be... Can you just explain? Because obviously you're American and you have to walk out the European team room and head to the range and the Americans are over there and you're over here. Presumably, it's just you and your man, isn't it? You just want to do the best for your guy.
I'll tell you, the first year in Paris was awkward.
Yeah.
That first day and walking out, and Jon was in the first match with Rosie, and you walk out and it's. But as you said, Jon and I, he earned the way. I was with him the whole way, and you want to always reap the rewards of the work you put in, and it was awesome. The European team room welcomed me as an American, and it was an amazing week. And I had been on the 2006 Ryder Cup team on the U.S. side. It was the only one I'd ever done, and it was a great experience. I think we got our asses handed to us.
Golf-style competitions where you can win top-tier golf gear at a fraction of the cost. We're the UK's top golf competition website with over £10 million worth of prizes being won, and we've had over 50,000 winners so far. So head on over to golfstylecompetitions.co.uk or download our app to grab your tickets now. Use code 1925 for 25% off your next order.
I always enjoyed you European caddies, and I knew how much fun you were having. And not that we didn't have fun on the U.S. side, but it was a different type of, and it's been well talked about. And but then getting to experience it for myself was really special. Yeah. And then, the last couple of years they've been incredible. So you almost get a little emotional talking about it.
There's quite a bit of it now. Years ago, it used to be the 12 Europeans with 12 European caddies and 12 Americans. But now Ricci's caddying for Brooks. There's probably two or three.
Dwayne
on
Bach,
side.
Dwayne caddied for Sepp Straka this year.
Yeah, did you? Lance Stenbrook caddied for Parnevik, didn't he?
I don't think there's any of that in it. I just think it's like I'm like you, Adam. I'm just like, well, he's my man. We got it together.
Well, I guess it's like in football when your national team gets a foreign coach, and then all of a sudden if the coach is a Spaniard and then they play in Spain, well, his team actually is England because that's who he's managing. Yeah. He will never lose his allegiance to his country, I don't think, as you wouldn't. Right. But that's your job, and that's who you work for.
And you never want to be on a losing team.
Your salary.
I mean, it doesn't matter what sport you're on, whatever. You want to be on
no one likes getting beat, do they?
You want to be on a winning team, and that's what it's all about at the end.
So you're enjoying the LIV Tour, obviously?
I am enjoying the LIV Tour. The first half of the year was it was different, and caddying for 20 plus years in what I would call traditional golf was amazing, and then it was a change. Nothing to do with the travel, just getting used to something new, and change is it's not always easy, but after the kind of year went on, and I think both Jon and we all kind of just settled in, and got back to playing golf, and the end of the year was amazing, and really looking forward to next year.
Well done.
In the next few years. Yeah.
Well done. That was fun.
These sort of weeks are potentially different for you guys. Most of you Americans are used to caddying in lovely, nice, warm weather, and when it does rain, it's normally electrical, and they go, you got to go in. There's a storm coming, and then you get here and you get your wets out and your beanies, and
you didn't play here last year.
Enjoy that or not?
No, we didn't play here last year.
You didn't miss anything.
We the last time I do, yeah.
Because it's totally different, right?
Totally. And on LIV, we chase the sun, so it's 150 degrees everywhere we go, and you're wet, but it's from sweat. Yeah. And so to come to a place like this, and I've always enjoyed caddying in the UK and in Europe because of the weather. It's a break from the heat in the US, and in the US we do the same thing. It's hotter than balls everywhere we go, and so to come, I always look forward to coming over to Europe and caddying in the summer times, and So yeah, it's I'm
You
looking
do
forward to it.
cross
It's gonna be
your-
fun.
you do cross
Got
your
all loaded
fingers.
up with the turtles and stuff and the beanie caps. And,
I know, but you
Yeah.
get here and
the
you.
bag's 150 pounds because you got more stuff in it, and there's no room to put stuff in it.
But you do you do study the old weather app a bit closer when you
yes.
come to places like this.
I've only looked
don't
at
you?
it 30
You
times
got your
today.
fingers crossed, thinking, no, just don't blow 30 and left to right all the way out.
Yeah. And then they'll switcheroo.
Oh, well, Billy was saying he
Number 9
caddied,
at,
Billy was saying he
on the
caddied
golf
here
course.
one year and went all the way out into the wind.
Last year.
And then got the big wind switch.
Oh, we played the first 11 holes into the wind. We got on the 12th tee, and it's like bumping down when you're going to drive the green. It just goes, whoosh, and you're like, can't carry those bunkers at 250, you bastard.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's different.
It's I enjoy it. It's a fun week here. The courses aren't set up as you know, as difficult as the Open Championships, and it makes it a little more enjoyable. And they got the good food stops every 3 holes or so, and so you just
Load up.
kind of load up and go, have a good time, and look forward to.
Tee off at 14 stone and come off the 18th at 15 stone.
That's right. Yeah, and then always go for a good dinner and a few beers after. So it's always a good time.
Golf style competitions where you can win top tier golf gear at a fraction of the cost. We're the UK's top golf competition website with over £10 million worth of prizes being won, and we've had over 50,000 winners so far. So head on over to golfstylecompetitions.co.uk or download our app to grab your tickets now. Use code 1925 for 25% off your next order.
Do you play much golf?
Not much, not anymore. I'm starting to get back into it.
You're certainly welcome
None
to
of us
join.
really
Gonna
do,
hit-
but
I got,
a few shots here now.
Yeah, I'd take a few shots.
We've had us hit one. We've had a
Got a
couple
long
of...
drive and nearest a pin, Adam. If you're up for it,
All right, you want to do it?
give it a go, mate.
Let's go.
Our contestants have got 3 attempts to drive it as far as they can. Who will hit it the furthest?
So here we go. This one hit the lights. Go practice swings. Oh.
It's just about to get relegated another one here, tell.
All right, what's the longest?
I can
3
tell
or
you
3?
now, Adam's going past
Yep.
us,
Just don't hit it into this hotel, okay?
which is just down
Just
there
up
on
there
the
on
right.
your right.
I see it. I feel you guys probably have the machine set up to get it going. So I'm going to take it just a little more left.
Well, I think they did that to me and Billy.
All right, here we go. Hope I don't top it. Oh, that hurt.
Killed it.
Oh, it's on the
no.
green.
It's on the tee.
Hello.
It's Miles, that's the longest hit.
He's done.
No.
He's done a lot.
Run.
You bastard.
I'll take it.
Gone back, pass me by a
I'll
yard.
take it.
Adam, you got 3 goes.
Oh, we got 3?
Yeah,
You got it. Got it,
You
another
can.
one.
You could seriously contend for the 303 here. I think.
Well, the
Can't
back.
be having you doing you beat me by a yard. That'll break my heart.
All right, here we
I've
go.
just been beaten by a yard, then you've been beaten by a
Yeah.
yard. How about that?
Not right, is it?
I had Robbo's clubs in the room earlier. I should have just grabbed those and brought them down.
Well, they might be a bit stiff for you.
They would
And hold
be,
your
for
shoulders
sure.
on this one, Adam, you pussy.
Do what? We get the ball up a little bit more on this one.
Oh, killed it. Killed it.
Get the
Done
right
it.
bounce.
This is it. This is the
Get the right bounce.
2. No, it's not pitched long enough. I
That'll
don't
do,
think.
that's going further.
Consistent.
288.
All right. Open your shoulders this time. Don't hold back.
Don't open your shoulder. All right.
There you go.
That's it. Get the downslope.
It's going to be the
Got to
same.
go to no.
Oh,
I
hitting
missed
the
it. It was off the
upslope.
toe, that one. Upslope. All right.
288 was it?
I'll take
good
that.
effort.
That one's
Good effort,
273, so 288.
Do you want to have a quick nearest pin? Set that up on the 11th. You know the 11th here.
Yeah.
We've got it set up at 152,
Okay.
and the closest is Pete Cowan. Pete Cowan's just did it to 8 foot.
Of course he did.
8 at 7-9. It's probably a 9-9 for you, Adam. I don't know.
So I'm going to go 8. Is there an 8? How far was it?
It's going to be
152.
152.
You got 3 pops at it too.
Okay. We're going to start with an 8. Oh, that's a top.
That's all right.
That's a ham shank.
That was good.
it was
It's
just
actually
got-
not a bad spot from there.
That's one of mine.
That was
Adam.
just a
Adam,
little-
that's one of my
Right.
ones.
Just a linksy run-up shot, wasn't it?
I'm like nervous.
No pressure.
This is not what we
All right,
do,
here we
is
go.
it?
No pressure. There you go.
He hold it.
Oh.
Oh,
No, short again.
short.
Chunked it. All right, last go.
You going for a harder swing or one more club?
I'm just going to go harder swing. I think it's the right club.
Okay.
Just got to catch it.
Just got to catch it, right?
Correct.
That was off the heel. It was almost another shank. That's another one. That's off the toe. All right, well,
Is it
got to
there?
work on my iron game.
No, not too worried, pal. Not too worried.
There's nothing wrong with your driver.
No worries.
Yeah, it was teed up. It's easy. Thanks, guys.
Great,
coming in,
awesome.
Adam.
Thanks, Adam.
Thanks for having
Have a
me.
good week.
Cheers, buddy. Have a good week, mate.
Thank you.
Coming up on the 19th Uncut, watch celebrity guests take on the longest drive and nearest the pin challenge. Guests include Rich Beam, Alan Lamb, Schalk Berger, Kevin Peterson, Piers Morgan, Dame Laura Davis, Sir Ian Botham.